If you have your handout there in the packet, if you go ahead and pull that one out, I'm not going to slow us down with the technology, but reaching out locally and globally is the topic that I picked, and it's because of my involvement with that. And my background, I'm a San Diego State business librarian, and can everyone hear me okay? No? Okay. How about that? Okay. I'm a San Diego State business librarian, but I've been very active with the Mexican Library Association since arriving here in San Diego. I've also been active in Reforma, the services to the Spanish-speaking community and Latino communities, and ALA in the international arena, and have had a Fulbright scholarship. Skipping down to what is international librarianship, it's something that whether we go abroad and get involved in international librarianship, or we encourage librarians from other countries to come here. The essence of reaching out at its core is the respect and reciprocity that that we need to share with those other librarians as well. Flipping over to where I should look, some of the places that you may want to look at are things like library organizations, and on page 2 there, the top right-hand side, IFLA, International Federation of Library Associations, is one of those that is the most international, although somewhat Eurocentric in the way they do things. ALA, moving down, PLA, CLA, and the international relations committees that they have. Reforma is one of the organizations that has about 19 chapters throughout the United States. I'm the current chair of the Libros chapter here in San Diego, and we also have AMBAC and AVIVAC, AMBAC being the Mexican Library Association, and AVIVAC being a little closer to home here, which is the Baja California Libraries Association. And I don't know how many people had an opportunity to grab at the table Creando Enlaces, which is a workshop that we're going to be putting on actually here at the Logan Heights Ranch, January 13th and January 14th, where we'll be bringing librarians from Baja California and librarians from around the Southern California region together as part of a trans-border, transnational forum, if you will. A little more timely is the AVIVAC. If anyone is interested in attending or networking with the Baja librarians, this handout as well is on the table back there. October 21st, Friday, we're going to be having their 6th annual Baja California Librarians Association Conference, and they encourage people. One of the things that seems to be missing sometimes with the public library system in Mexico is the outreach that everyone has been demonstrating here so well. So if you're interested in doing a presentation there in Ensenada, October 21st, Addie Huertas, who is coming in to do some of the technical things, will be attending that as well. We'll be coordinating transportation to that. But the Creando Enlaces is one that the partners, San Diego Public, Sarah Cooperative, Libros, San Diego State, AVIVAC, all of them are coming together for that. Okay, so moving on, government and non-government. IROs at the government and non-government state, Department of State. This is a career, if you're thinking about international librarianship, if you just go and do an do a Department of State IRO, Information Resource Officer, there are probably, I believe, 29 of them worldwide. And I was talking to one of the IROs at the Reforma conference last week in Denver, and she said that they will be opening up. I think it was 2012 or 2013, they'll be opening up. It's a foreign service position where you work around the globe in these positions. So that's one that I would definitely encourage. If you're looking at the academic environment, the Fulbrights, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation has done a number of different things. How to get involved, ALA International Relations Committee and the IRRT, International Relations Roundtable. Those are some URLs that I would visit. If you're not an ALA member, it's worth becoming an ALA member to be able to attend some of those. Continuing on page 3, International Relations Committee, the subcommittees that fall out under IRC. I am the current chair of the Americas subcommittee, and so we cover all of the issues in the Western Hemisphere related to ALA and reaching out to whether it be Chile, Argentina, or whatever other countries might be. Top right on that page, International Relations Roundtable. I'm hoping that we have a large number of people attending the Anaheim conference in June 2012, and I would encourage you, if you are going to attend the Friday afternoon International Librarians Orientation and the
Monday evening International Librarians Reception, where U.S. librarians pay $35 to go to a wine and cheese networking event. The international librarians get it for free, and so it's just a great place to network, whether it's with with the IROs, with the librarians from those other countries as well, and your colleagues that are interested in the same kinds of things. IRRT also publishes an international leads if you want to subscribe to that. It is also available online. Public Library Association, International Relations, that's not my strong area because I, again, do come from an academic area, but they do have international relations groups within them as well. Flipping over to page 4, internationalizing, the one I think I brought there was the Hartford Public Library. It didn't turn out well, but just internationalizing our public libraries, being able to, whether it's naturalization issues or it's language issues, whatever it might be, some of those we've seen today. The Morrison Center, if you haven't visited the International Library programs on their site, Thinking Outside the Borders, their South African project, and their associates programs, those are some of those that we may want to mimic ourselves. Some of the other programs here, Fulbright Sister Libraries, we'll move over to the Fulbright. That one is one that if, again, you are in an academic program, you may want to take a look at applying for. I had one here in the border region. It was a very easy one. It was a Garcia Robles Fulbright that allowed me to go part-time down to Baja to coordinate with our colleagues and bring librarians from Mexico to our conventions, our conferences, and also to attend their events and have them tour our libraries. Sister libraries, you can see the signing agreement there of our dean and the dean from the CETIS Universidad in Tijuana. They have 3 branches, and it brings visibility to your organization as well as their organizations. International exchanges, some people have talked about, I want to do an international exchange. If you go to the international, just do again an IRRT, International Relations Roundtable, and do a international exchanges, it will bring up the ALA page. And there's some people on page 5 that are highlighted that have had that success with that. Community groups, moving into the sister cities is one of those on that page. The Kiwanis, the Lions, the Rotary Club, all have international chapters. The sister cities is the one that's interesting to me because they already have established relationships. So if you go to sistercities.org and find who is paired up, who your city has a sister cities relationship with, you can build on that. They have some already existing very, very strong relationships, but they don't tend to think of libraries. They may think of the schools, that they're going to have pen pals between the schools. And when we mentioned, if you go to one of their conferences, like the Southern California Sister Cities organization, and just mention, well, have you thought about libraries? It's like, well, no, we haven't, but what can we do? So they're very open to that, and they tend to have money for that. Possibilities, international relations within the California Library Association haven't been as strong as they could be with our colleagues south of the border. Expansion of free registration. Usually if we go to a conference, whether it be CLA, Carl, whatever other conferences might be, the organizers of those events are generally open to the idea of providing free registration for our colleagues in Mexico or other countries as well. And so just approaching them on an individual basis can sometimes make a big difference. Invitations. I was thinking today, since Jane is here, in terms of the San Jose State program, which is my alma mater as well, and connecting with other international MLIS programs in Mexico to see if we can bring students to virtually into their programs as well. The sister cities, sister libraries we talked about, and then the committee work within ALA. If you haven't made that commitment to ALA to work on committees, I would actively encourage you to do that. Conclusions: plan and participate actively. Develop your supporters. Everybody wants you to succeed in whatever it is you're going to be doing. Internationally, there are any number of people that will be there to help you. It's not always what you think. A lot of times we have a tendency to think of our relationships with foreign countries as, oh, we're going to be giving, and I can tell you from personal experience that there's so much that I've learned from them in terms of their facilities, in terms of some of the services, in terms of just that collegiality. Finally, visualize, vocalize, and realize of it yourself, start spreading the word to others about what it is that you're going to be doing, and without doubt, it's going to realize itself. At the Reforma conference last week, we had the president of the Mexican Library Association attending, and the kinds of things that he took away from that. We have a Noche de Cuentos that we had at the Reforma conference, and he was just adamant that, okay, when I go back, we're going to have our conference, which will happen in May of 2012 in Villahermosa, Tabasco. If you're interested in going again, they would encourage U.S. libraries to come down and do your presentations. Another conference that's coming up is JCLC, the Joint Conference of Librarians of Color, and that one's going to be happening September 19th through the 23rd in 2012. Getting involved in some of those conferences as well can make a world of difference. And again, bridging those gaps internationally. We also had an international relations officer attending the Reforma conference, talking to individuals, students, and current librarians